Hidden below the Austrian mountains in the middle of the woods, you'll find a thermal pool. This pool only fills up in certain times of the year after heavy rainfalls or in the spring once all of the snow melts from the mountains. I was quite sceptical at first as to if this free pool in the middle of the woods would actually be warm, but as I wandered into the woods I noticed the steam rising from the water, and I knew this was going to be a great way to start the day. What a way to start the day in a warm pool in the middle of a forest in Austria. Sadly I couldn't film very much because it was already so busy. I tried to go at 7 AM to beat the crowds, but it's clearly a super popular spot with the locals. Anyway, it's very cold out now, so time for coffee and breakfast as always. It's so dark. I'm trying to be stealthy because I guess you'd call it stealth camping last night in the side of a lay-by, because this town doesn't seem to, well, this area in general doesn't seem to like campers. I find that as soon as you go, I don't know if I'm bright enough, I find that as soon as you go towards a city or a town, even the areas outside of the town, they don't really like it, and there's like a ban on campers. There is a car park where you can pay to stay in a motorhome specific space, but when I went there yesterday they were all full, so yeah, stayed in the lay-by. But today I am, oh, this coffee's so good by the way. But today I am heading, I've got like 3 hours to drive I think, maybe 2.5. But I'm going to try and stop at a nice spot along the way. The weather's nice enough to see the mountains, and then I'm going to head to, I think, Holstadt, I think it's called, in Austria for a quick visit, and then the journey continues tomorrow. I've been driving for a few hours now. The first place I tried to stop, I did wait there for a little bit, but I was driving up with a mountain road and it was completely cloudy, you couldn't see anything, so I didn't really stay there. But I've now found another place to explore that's near where I was heading anyway, so I've decided to stay here for the night and then go into Hallstatt early tomorrow morning. So I'm at a little lake, but the parking's pretty close, so it should be a nice little walk. I think you can go further to another lake, but I'll see what the weather's like because the cloud is on its way in. So I'm just going to eat my lunch and then head out and see where we are. I'm actually really glad I found this hike. It started off very nice, wander along the lake, really flat, and now it's got pretty steep. But I'm going to keep going because even if it's a nice long hike, I probably just won't do the hike I do tomorrow because I wasn't really planning to do this hike today, but the weather's nice, so why not? This lake is insane and the weather is perfect. It's creating like the best reflections, and I've tried to take some photos but I need a wider lens to get a better landscape shot, but still pretty cool. And I'm tempted to fly the drone, but my drone is kind of broken, so the gimbal like doesn't go all the way up, so you won't really be able to see the mountain, so it's kind of pointless. There's also literally no one here. Like I saw a couple people walking back whilst I was on the way, like 4 or 5 people. And now I just got here and I've not heard or seen anyone. Just like the snow dripping in the trees, and it's kind of creepy. There is like a I think a restaurant or something at the other side. And I did see a car driving through. Maybe that was the staff going home because there's no one here. Crazy. I don't know how far I walk around, but a little wonder. Good morning. This morning I planned to get up at sunrise, but as you can see, it's not sunrise right now. Hold on, I've not even drank any coffee yet. Oh, the first sip of coffee. I planned to get up at sunrise to go into Hallstatt, which is, I think it was like a 20-minute drive from here. So I was already setting myself up for failure by being so far away. The alarm went off and I did not want to get up. So it's also really hard to get up when it's so cold. It was like, I think it went down to 0 degrees last night. Not in the van. In the van it was about 5 degrees this morning. So yeah, it's now like, oh my god, it's nearly 10 o'clock. I've just been doing nothing. I got out of bed at like 8 o'clock. What happened in 2 hours? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna drive into Hallstatt and have a little wander around. The sun is out today, even though right now I'm in the shade of the trees in the mountains, so I really need to get in the sun because I really need some solar. It's been cloudy and rainy for like 5 days now, so I really need solar. Drive to Hallstatt, it's about 20 minutes, have a wander around there, and then I'm gonna drive maybe like 2 or 3 hours towards, well, into Germany. Hopefully try and find a nice park up in Germany, but for Austria, one more place to visit, and then yeah, continuing back up towards the UK, very sadly. It has been one of those days where everything just wants to go wrong. I went to Hallstatt this morning. It was a nice town. It's just places like that I didn't realise was. It's like a super small town basically, where there's like one part of the town that is iconic and known for, and it's like super touristy, and there's loads of people just lining up to get a picture, and I didn't really think that it was going to be like that, but it was. So I didn't quite enjoy that as much, but yeah, so that was a stress. Also trying to find parking there was a bit stressful, and probably mostly because I was trying to find free parking. But then I decided to stay where I stayed yesterday instead of driving towards Germany. But then I was going to go to the supermarket here and it was closed for, I don't know, some kind of construction or something. And the nearest one was 20 minutes away in the direction that I'm going tomorrow. But then I decided to come back here, which was stupid because I wasted time. Because when I got to this point, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it was already in the shadow of the mountain, and today was super sunny and I wanted to get loads of solar, so I was really annoyed. And it's just been one of those days where nothing goes right and you don't want to make decisions anymore. So I'm currently making a hot chocolate, treating myself after yesterday's hot chocolate. I don't know if I told you actually, I did a hike last night, and then at the car park for the hike there was a vending machine for coffee and hot chocolate, and it was a really good hot chocolate. So when I went to the supermarket today, bought some hot chocolate. I'm now just heating up some milk, so it's like a proper nice hot chocolate. And yeah, try and relax, but it's been a bit of an annoying day, and I think it just gets towards the end of the trip because I've got like 6 days now until my ferry back to England. And I just feel like I have to be cramming in as much as possible and doing as much as possible and finding the nicest spots to park, which is stressful because then you set too high standards for yourself that you end up not focusing on what you're doing because you're too busy trying to find better places to go, which is annoying. But anyway, I'm going to relax this afternoon. I don't think I'm going to really do anything, and head to Germany tomorrow. Hot chocolate, very nice, biscuits, and I'm going to sit here and edit some TikToks, I think, because I've got some brand work that I need to edit, so I'm going to crack on with that. Hello, today has been a driving day mostly, although I actually made it in pretty good time. It's only 2 o'clock and I had to drive like 3.5 hours, so not bad. I'm now in Germany and I thought I'd just mix these two countries together, whereas I've done most other videos as separate countries, but I've only got one place that I'm going to be visiting in Germany before I start just driving back towards the UK, so I thought I'd just add it quickly onto the end of here. But the video is not over because it's going to be a pretty epic place. I'm hoping to get up for sunrise tomorrow, but last time I said that I did not get up, so hopefully I can get up for sunrise. And it is somewhere that I visited last year when I did a little trip around Europe and it was amazing, so I'm hoping to go at sunrise and get some really nice photos. So I did actually make it up for sunrise at the lake. I mean, it has been a morning already and it's only like 7 o'clock. Firstly, my windscreen was completely frozen because it rained last night and then it was in the minus, and I have no de-icer, so I had to scrape all that off. Then I tried to park in the place that I parked at before, which is a lay-by, about 20-30 minute walk from the lake, because all of the car parks at the lake have height barriers. The lay-by was closed off, so I had to park like 45-minute walk away. Practically ran here. Now the sun's rising, so enjoy. I think the sun is at a completely wrong angle for a sunrise, and I tried to check it yesterday to see if it was coming behind the mountain or to the side. Clearly I don't know how to read the forecast very well because I think it's coming behind the mountain, which is not great. I just realised I've walked way too far and I'm literally at the other end of the lake now. And I kept walking thinking I wasn't at the right spot that I wanted to be at, and I've walked bloody past it, I think. Sure, the sun is rising behind the mountain and I'm really annoyed because this was supposed to be the last epic place to visit and I came for sunrise, so it was epic. I also brought my things to make a coffee. I brought the stove, I brought the coffee, I brought the nano espresso to make the coffee, and I didn't bring a lighter to get the stove lit, so I'm really annoyed. I was very deflated by my failed sunrise mission this morning. I would have hung around and stayed maybe for sunset or something, but the fact that the parking is just so far away and you can't park in any of the closer car parks is just a bit ridiculous and annoying. So I started my journey back towards the ferry in France. I've got 10 hours to go. Actually, I think I did a couple hours today, so I've got maybe like 9 hours to go. So the next few days are just going to be driving. Hopefully I'll still find some nice park-ups along the way, but I'm going to finish the video there. Apologies if towards the end of the trip I just wasn't filming as much. I was just trying to enjoy it, and sometimes it's really hard to find the balance of filming it and enjoying it and like trying to spend the right time doing each of it. I really hope you enjoyed. If you haven't yet, go back and watch the previous videos of Italy and where else did I go? Switzerland, and I've just seen a bug up there that I need to kill. Apologies, I'm a bit concerned because I keep finding those shield bugs or whatever they're called, or stink bugs, in the van, and I had like 2 days where I found 4 of them and I thought, oh, I must have just been parked somewhere where a few got in. and I haven't seen any for like a week now until I just saw that one, so I don't know if it just came in or if it's been in the van this whole time. Now I'm a bit worried that they're all like hiding out in the walls or something, so I may need to get some bug repellent. What was I saying? Yeah, if you haven't already, go watch my other videos from Italy and Switzerland and all of the other amazing places in Europe that I've visited. It's been such a great trip and I'm very sad to be going back to the UK, but I'm still going to hopefully be making some UK van life content. I've got some kind of upgrades I need to do to the build, and hopefully doing some other travels, and yeah, stick around because I'm still going to be making videos.